Well, time is running short for the missing jetliner's black boxes. The battery-powered pings are expected to last as long as 30 days. Michael Planey is an in-flight technology expert for HMPlaney Consultants, and he joins us now. Malaysia says a U.S. Navy black box locator is on the way. Can you give us an idea of how important that is to this investigation?
Sure. It's a very sophisticated, highly sensitive piece of equipment. It is an array of microphones specifically designed to be towed behind the search vessel only at about 1 to 2 knots. But this array is designed to pick up the pings that are emitted by the emergency locator beacons attached to the black boxes. It's a very sensitive, sophisticated piece of equipment. It's essential to the search.
Time is of the essence, as we know, and as you listen to Tony talk about the logistics, I mean, it just sounds like it couldn't get any more difficult. Can it get any more difficult?
Well, I think that the data that they've been provided from Inmarsat has narrowed that field substantially. For the locator device to work, however, you're in a position of having to find the debris field first. So essentially what we're trying to do is find the haystack, then the search locator device comes in, looks for the pings, and that's trying to find the needle in the haystack.
And Michael, you and I had a chance to chat before the broadcast. How much of a hindrance is it that so much time was elapsed looking perhaps in the wrong location? I mean, because this stuff has a tendency to just sink and drift. It makes it that much tougher, doesn't it?
It certainly does. First of all, the battery life is about 30 days on the emergency locator beacons. I believe we're 17 on 18 days into the search now, meaning there's about 2 weeks left for this sophisticated sonar array or microphone array to find those black box pings after they locate the first debris field. But the bigger problem is that the initial crash location and where the debris is found could be separated by hundreds of kilometers at this point. Things that are buoyant that will float out of the wreckage will be carried by the currents. You'll find them in some cases 200, 300, 400 kilometers away with the cyclones that have come into the area. That only expands the amount of territory they're going to have to cover once they find that actual initial debris field.
So it would be easy for us, the layman watching this, if debris is found, to be heartened by that. But again, that's like, as you said, again, it's a needle in the haystack because it could have drifted quite a distance.
It is, but it's a substantial improvement. Essentially, you're able to put a pin on the map. You're able to say, this is where we begin our new search grid. I believe you had some experts on yesterday talking about how they're able to go back and calculate the drift of the currents over a period of time. They can go back 2, 3, 4 days, 2, 3, 4 weeks, and figure out the most likely areas where the initial debris would have come from. That really is the key to this, is finding that first piece of confirmed debris from that aircraft.
But you are like so many others. You think this is we're in for the long haul, aren't we?
I do. In the case of the Air France Flight 447 that crashed in the middle of the Atlantic about 5 years ago, they were fortunate and able to find some of the initial debris about 2 days after the aircraft was lost, but it took them almost 2 complete years to find the actual black boxes.
Michael, thanks so much for coming in. Certainly appreciate it.